Hello guys, again, this is a new tutorial video sequence. Remember that we have been studying data tables, how we organize data in a data table, the dependent independent variables in a data table, how do we find patterns in a data table, and how to write equations using data table. Now I'm going to show you the topic that we uh, recently studied, which is graph an equation. And you can graph an equation using the data table and the equation. Come with me and I will show you how. See, this is one exercise of the homework. I tried to use the same exercises. And I am going to graph this equation. This equation is the same as y equals 2x minus 6, or x times 2 minus 6. The first thing we do is to identify the variable. This x is here, is always the horizontal line, okay? And the y is vertical. So we have to label the graph. Now the 0 is here. And now look here. The number goes from 9 to 18. So what is the pattern that you can choose so that you can find these numbers easily? If you see, they are in the table of 3. So I can use the table of 3 as a pattern. Okay? Let's do it. Here. 3 plus 3, 6, plus 3, 9, plus 3, 12, plus 3, 15, plus 3, 18. So the pattern of 3 is perfect because I can find the numbers in this variable x. So the number 3 was a good pattern for the x variable. Now let's see, for this y, which do you think is a good pattern? We have the number 12, then 18, then 24, and then 30. So I think that the number 3 can be okay. Or maybe 5. I'm gonna do it by 5. Let's see. Here, 5 plus 5, 10, plus 5, 15, plus 5, 20, plus 5, 25, and plus 5, 30. Okay. Now that we have the patterns that we're going to use, now we are going to build or connect the coordinates and get the points. The first here is 18 and 30. 18 is here. Look. 18 and 30 is here at the very top. So it's 18 and here. Next, 15 and 24. 15 in the x, and 24 is like here on the y. Next is 12 and 18. 12 is like in the middle here, okay? But we start from, 12 is the x. This can be serious. You can make a mistake. Remember that the 12 is for the x, and I was doing it here in the y. That can be a mistake. It's a 12 here. And 18. 18 is like close to the 20. Okay. And here. The other one is 9 and 12. 9 here. And 12 is here, close to the number 10. Okay, when we have all the points, we are going to trace a line to connect the 4 points that we found, and that's the way you graph it. So this is what you do. Trace a line, and that's how you graph the equation. Let's do the exercise here below. Let's do this exercise. See, the F is this horizontal, and the letter G is the vertical axis. This is the 0. And look at these numbers, 24, 40, 56, 72. This looks like the table of 8, right? So you can do it by 8. Let's do it by, by 8. Or you can do it by 10, can be okay. But I will do it by 8. Here, 8, and 8 is 16, and 8 is 24, and 8 is, that will be 32, and 8 is 40, and 8 is 48, and 8 is 56, and 8 is 84, 64, and 8 is 72. Perfect. Now, what about this letter G? This 5, 7, 9, 11. I can do it by 2, and I can do it by 3. It's okay. I'm going to use by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. See? From 5 to 11, so I made it from 0 to 12. Now let's plot the coordinates. 24 and 5. 24 is here, and 5 is close to the 4. No, in the middle. Number 5 is in the middle. This is the first. 40 and 7. 40 is here. And the number 7 is here in between the number 6 and the number 8. Then 56 and 9. 56 is here. And 9 is in the middle here. Okay. And finally 72 and 11. 72 is here, and 11 here in the middle. Okay, I have the 4 points plotted in this quadrant of the coordinate plane. Now I'm gonna trace a line to graph it. Trace the line to get all of the 4 points, and that is how you graph an equation. Let's continue. I have 2 more here. Look at this one. It looks easier. We make this quadrant here 0. This is the W here, and this is the letter D for the vertical line, dependent. Look at the number, 1, 5, 10. This goes by the table of 5, so the pattern can be 5. 5, 10, 15, and 20. That's enough. Look at this, 5, 17, 30, 47. I think we can make it by 10 or by 5. I'm going to do it by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I have to make it bigger. We have to be careful with this. 40, 45, and 50. Okay, now I'm going to plot the coordinates. The first coordinate pair is 1 and 5. 1 is here. Where is 1? Like over here. And 5 is here. So 1 and 5. This is my first point. Then 5 and 17. 5 is here. And 17 is a little bit farther than 15. Over here. 10 and 32. 10 and 32 is a little bit upper than the number 30, of course. And then we have 15 and 47. 15 goes here on the W. And 47 is a little bit upper than the 45. Now we trace a line to connect all of the 4 dots, and that's how we graph this equation. And finally, the last exercise here. See, I'm gonna make this again, and this again. This is a 0. Remember to label the graph. Label is to write a variable. This is the R variable, and this is the S vertical, less important dependent variable. Look at these numbers, 150, 125, 100. I think we can do this by, you can do it by 50. Yeah, you can do it by 50. I think it's okay. So 50 plus 50 is 100, plus 50 is 150, plus 50 is 200. What about these numbers? Look, of the letter S. I have 26, 21, 16. I can do it by, is it 4 okay? Or by 5? I think by 5 is okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Now let's plot the coordinates here. The first coordinate is 150 and 26. 150 is here. And 26 is, here's 20, 25. 26 is very close to the 25 here. So I plot it here. Now the other one is 125 and 21. 125 is in between 100 and 150. And 21 is close to the 20 here at the very beginning. Yeah, that's where it is. Then 116. 100 is here. And 16, here we have 15. 16 is very close. And the last is 75 and 11. 75 is in the middle of 150. And the number 11 is a little bit closer to the 10. Now I connect all of the points with a line and an arrow. Okay, guys. Look at these examples. It's easy to graph. Make sure that you have the patterns, the same patterns. That's the key of graphing equations. That you need a pattern that can fit or match the numbers at the data table. You need to find a pattern for the independent W here and R that is perfectly suitable to locate in the graph, okay? And you do the same with the letter B and the letter S. Thank you so much again. I hope you understood. May God bless you all and have a wonderful day. Bye.